is that the jury is still out. We don't know if it's working. We don't know if it's not working. We don't know how well it's working. We don't know if it's effective or ineffective because it's never been really analyzed or hasn't been an impact study done on it. And partly that's because it's only been in effect a couple of years. One of the amendments that I did have up there that we're not going to act on does call for a study next year so that we can see precisely what's working or what's not. If it's not working, if the greater benefit to this state isn't worth $240 million a biennium, then we should get rid of it. If it is, if we have those benefits, then we should keep it. I suspect that, like most things around here, it's a mixed bag. We'll find that parts of it are working, others are not. Maybe it's good for the forest products industry, bad for retailers. Maybe it's good for veterinarians, but lawyers shouldn't be taking advantage of it, or whatever. And then we can make some precise changes to it. And I think that's been our problem in the last couple of years when we've attempted to fiddle with this, is nobody can say for sure whether it's freeing up capital or creating jobs or anything else. And so until we have a definitive study or an analysis on this, it's hard for me to support expanding it. So, and while there's been no study on this, there have been some red flags from CPAs who've come before the revenue committees over the last year characterizing this as a runaway train, with stories about doctors calling in saying, how did I get a $20,000 bonus from the state? Out-of-state investors saving $80,000 on this tax break. And so, but again, there's been nothing to corroborate that. So I do think we need to look harder here before we expand it. And finally, Mr. Co-Chair, somehow this conversation has changed. We were talking about student debt, skyrocketing tuition, classroom sizes, and somehow this year it's changed into business tax breaks. And I just don't think that's right. A few weeks ago, 13 days ago, in my district, the voters passed a $165 million school levy, property taxes, and the margin was 70 to 30. All of us have been in elections, and we know that 70 is a pretty good number to hit. And I think that's why they send their guys from Beaverton up here to engage in that conversation about education and the vexing problems that we need to fix and work together to fix those. So I hope that when we get out of this special session, we can return to that conversation about our schools, community colleges, and universities and how to make them better. Thank you, Mr. Cook.